Good morning, welcome in for another video on myself, Darren, HGV Class 1 driver here in the UK. A bright and early start at 4 o'clock in the morning and we're back in Aphrodite. Had a nice little wash over the weekend, so it was very nice and clean. And the first things we've got to do today is going over the vehicle, making sure there's no defects, checking the tyre tread, checking the backs, the tanks, and the curtains on the load itself. Load is all strapped down and secure. Put them ladders away, won't need them anymore. Really fine it. Lock it all up. Time's just approaching 4:30. Load is all nice and secured. No defects with trailer or the unit. It's time to hit the road. We're looking at 3.5 to 4 hours drive depending on the traffic, and it's 165 miles, and we're going straight down to Bristol. Now the main traffic bit is getting past Birmingham. Hopefully we're going to be leaving early enough to get past there before around 6 o'clock. I think I'll be there for rough ETA because it's just hit 4:30 now. And we're straight down M5 to the M32 and then cutting across down that bit, and it's right over here. I've been here once before, and it's like a really tight little industry unit where you wouldn't really expect it to be. It's like a tight right turn, I think it's there. And then it's all right once you run there. Either way, I'll show you when I get there, but for now, a little bit of zoomy time. Around 2 hours and 40 minutes later now. We're just on the M5. Still got 29 miles to go. Yeah, there's a car there. Our silver car's got a wooden roof rack that they made themselves. Cable ties. I don't think that's the safest way to do it. Looking up ahead on the sat nav, it looks like there's been a bit of an accident. ETA now is getting nearer towards 9 o'clock. The current ETA on the sat nav is saying 20 past 8, but with the traffic etc ahead of us, we're looking nearer 9 o'clock now. And the time is 20 to 8. Moved about 10 feet in the last 10 minutes. Not too sure how far down it is. I think it's only just past the junction where the accident itself is. Hopefully it's not a bad accident, nobody's injured. Feels good to be back though. Back on the vlogs. Nice long weekend off.
Cancel.
Pretty much needed it, to be honest, but it went way too quick. And it was a busy one as well, doing a bit of DIY around the house. I finally got all the build done in the living room. It looks all right, it's coming on. Just need to finish off the fireplace, give the walls a paint, and then job's a good one. And I'll show you a picture of it when it's nearly done. I feel like a little before and after. I don't think I've taken any photos though beforehand, so I'll have to go through the camera log, see if there's anything with it in the background. I'm always one of them. I'm not the best at DIY, but I'll give it a go, especially if it would save me £1 or so. Just got to leave a little bit of a gap between myself and the vehicle in front, just so it can filter quite a lot of traffic onto the motorway. probably recognise whereabouts I am on the M5 as well, with the factory on the left hand side. You've got the International Plywood base there. I think I can see a couple of lights up ahead on a hard shoulder. That's a nice Scania here coming past. A. Wilkinson. It's got a lot of lights on it. It's got the big bull bars as well on the front. Yeah, it looks nice, that. Ah, there it is up ahead. But everybody's slowing down to have a look, instead of keeping their eyes on the road. I do hope everybody had a great weekend as well. So what we're looking at here, 1, 2, 3 police officers, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, oh god, 6 cars. Pretty bad crash. Don't look like anybody was injured too much. I thought it was a V8 Scania as well. You can hear the roar. They would sound nice, don't they, the V8s? Just coming off the M32 now, and we're following it on the B4469, and following it for a place called Fish Ponds. That's right, you heard me. We're going to Fish Ponds. There's a whole little setup there underneath the expressway. I've got to admit, some of the graffiti around the Bristol area is pretty nice. They do some good ones, but then you do get some just really scruffy looking tags as well. We're all over the place. I remember one of the subscribers mentioning last time I was down at Bristol that Bristol is supposedly like the home of the spray painting scene, and you can pretty much tell with that as well, because there's just graffiti everywhere. You see more on the side of the buildings as you drive further down in the M32 towards the city centre. I'm probably going to be seeing quite a lot of graffiti going down towards Fish Ponds as well. And where possible, I need to try and get over to the left. Doesn't really look like I'll be able to get across just yet. It's a little bit chaotic, this junction, so have to be careful the trailer doesn't knock any of the other cars. Well, I'll try and come from the left. Not too far away from our destination. I've only got the one delivery planned for today so far. So whilst I'm getting unloaded, I'm going to have to ring the depot, see if there's any backloads what needs to be collected from this area that's going up towards the Manchester region. Or anywhere on the way back towards the depot. And if not, it might be a couple of collections from Knutsford. Driving time wise, it's taken me 3.5 hours to get here. looks quite busy down this road, doesn't it?
Side pedestrian.
There's no cycle lanes around here, actually. Now, if I remember correctly, I do a right at the lights coming up, and then I think it's just before the bridge I turn right. Found some little, looks like a back street, it looks like. Then it leads onto where the business units are. Lodge Causeway it's called. Yeah, it seems to be that double decker that's holding the traffic up. Dropping off all the kids or picking them up on the route. Made quite good time, you know, to get here for 8:30. Right then, some of the hazards that I've got coming up on this turn, as you can see, you got the little traffic splitter by the lights, haven't you? I can't remember what it's called. It's like the cone in it, a fixed cone. That's a raised curb that that's sitting on. You might be able to see it as I creep forward. So you have to be careful the trailer doesn't cut this corner. So I'll take it nice and wide, last minute turn. Here we go, Lodge Causeway to the right. So just after the bridge. Again, this is quite a tight turn. There's a one-way system going around. Going over to the right, so you can get a nice turn to the left. Unit 6 we're after. It should be right down at the end. I think they do have a bay for trucks to park in, if I remember correctly. Just where the forklift driver is, we need to go. Whilst I'm waiting for the forklift driver to finish emptying the truck that's already on the bay, I'm going to do all the side curtain buckles, get rid of all the straps, so when I reverse onto the bay, I can start getting unloaded straight away. And before I do forget, I'd like to say a big thank you and also a happy birthday to one of my long-time subscribers, Matthew. So have a great day, mate. All the best to you, and hopefully you had a fantastic day. Time is just at 10 to 10. and the driver's finished strapping his load back up. They couldn't unload everything, unfortunately, due to some of the pallets being broken, so they had to reload him back up. They had to re-strap everything down before leaving. So now I can go into the bay over there. That should do there. Now that's the first job completed. Everything delivered with no problems. I've also spoken to Adam, it's in the office, and he's going to make a quick phone call to the planning team to see if there's anything that needs to be brought back from down south that can be delivered to the north. In the meantime though, I'm going to be making my way back up north, up the M5 to the M6, back to our yard. It's 166 miles away, and you're looking about 3 to 4 hours drive to get back. However though, I still need to take my breaks. I've took a 15-minute break whilst I was waiting to get unloaded, and now I need to take a 30-minute break to cover the driving time directive as well. I've got about 1 hour driving time left before I do need to take that break for 30 minutes. And then after that, carry on my journey up north. That's if I don't hear anything from the office regarding a collection. Right, y'all then guys, it's just gone 10:30. Let's get out of here. Still not heard anything from the office. They told me to wait around 10 or 15 minutes before actual setting off, just in case they got a phone call back from the customer service or the collection team. Well, that guy's still there. So he's moved off bay around the corner so we can carry on strapping his load. Another nice and tight corner for the big HJV. You really wouldn't think this little, I don't know what to call it, like industry estate units. Well, it's not really an industrial estate, is it? But all these little units anyway, you wouldn't think this place was here. Especially when you're on the road. It just feels like there's houses all around it. Take it nice and wide again. And we've got a traffic light system in place. Keep far to the right. And again, it's going to be quite a tight squeeze to get out. Keep an eye on the passenger side, make sure it's all alright. And away we go. And again, our final left tight turn to get out onto the main road. So I'm keeping over to the right a little bit. And away we go. Straight down to the M32 motorway. It's only a couple miles down the road. Nice and easy to get to and from. I'm staying in the right hand lane, left indicator on, because I won't make that left turn if I don't take up the right lane. Now hopefully all these cars are going to be using their common sense, seeing my left indicator on. So hopefully they don't try and undercut me, because believe it or not, the white car looks like it's trying to undercut me at the moment. And it's like, stay back a little bit please. Perfect, they got the memo. And some of the graffiti art, what I was saying earlier, some of it is actually really, really nice. And it is, you suppose you could say, it is true art, isn't it? For an example, this one here on the wall, you got this bee. Now that looks amazing. That looks so cool. And then you got the One Love with DJ Derek, where it looks like an old guy with Jamaican colours with the One Love. It looks so nice. They've done so well. And that's just like you say, with spray cans. And then underneath the bridge here is just all the scruffy tags. Don't look like any type of art whatsoever. It's a big mix match, isn't it? Quick little stopover at Michael Wood Services. Bumped into one of the subscribers, Kai. So thank you very much for watching, mate. Really do appreciate that support. So have a great day. It's not been too bad weather today until came up to Stoke area, and it just came out of nowhere, and now it's absolutely bouncing it down. Not too far off junction 16, I think it is. Or Stoke in the A500. And without jinxing myself, traffic's been alright. Even getting past Birmingham, there's a little bit stop start, nothing too drastic. Managed to get through alright. And I've got 38 miles left to go before back at the yard, and 50 minutes. I'm going to have to pull over shortly just to phone the office, let them know I'm in the area, see if anything is collected on the way back in. And between me and you, I wouldn't mind if it wasn't. Currently still got 1 hour 50 minutes left on driving time. Seems like the truck can't make its mind up whether I can go fast enough to overtake, but I am drawing a little bit of distance between us. So I'm just going to stay in the middle lane for a minute. If it looks like it's going to start accelerating away from me, then I'll move back. Ah, there we go. Got the speed. Two big New Holland tractors, T7 series. Matrix sign is saying the first lane is now closed, red X, branded vehicle, and it's down to 40 miles per hour. And I did see a police car come off at the junction that I've just gone past, and I think it stopped on lane 1. Which is good really, so whoever's broke down on lane 1, at least they are safe now with obviously the police stopping traffic. See how dangerous these smart motorways, aren't they? Especially if you have a breakdown and you're sat there in a live lane because you can't get to one of these little laybys. Still got 25 miles left to go, and the time is currently 2:15. Speeding back up now to 56. Just get the cruise control on. Still got at least half hour to go. Arrived over at Woolston now, and the time is currently 3:20. I've got a plate, I think it's 21 pallets from this place. and go back to our yard, empty off, and jobs are good in. That'll do me there. All loaded up and away we go. Over to our yard, over in Ashton. Go on, mate. Now to let the little fella through. Turn the air conditioning down. Right then, the M6 northbound does look free flowing at the moment, and to be fair, since it's been reopened with the roadworks, it's not really been too bad up this way now, unless something happens. So if there's an accident or anything, it still grids up the whole of Warranty. It just all completely locks up. But overall, it is a little bit of an improvement. Right, straight across. Like the sky's what rumping up again. Really dark clouds hovering above. And straight on we go. A lot of motorway driving today, isn't there? But I do prefer doing the distance driving. It can get a little bit boring after a few hours, I'm not gonna lie, but I'd rather be a little bit more distance away from the depot. That way you're just doing what you need to do, cracking on with the day, instead of your schedule changing all the time, different collections, drop-offs, etc. At least if it's like Bristol, straight there, straight back. If there's nothing to collect, nice and easy, no messing about. And plus you get to see different parts of the world. I'm hoping I'll be going up Scotland sooner rather than later. Keep asking them if they've got anything going up north I can do instead. So I'd much rather drive up Scotland instead of driving down towards London way. Just better views and better traffic conditions, isn't it? And this is where a few accidents do happen, because you get people trying to sit in this lane and then jump over the last minute. So I'm going to try and get out of the lane. Just so the second lane is now freed up for anybody if they really wish to, like this car. Slam the brakes on to get across, at least I'm not getting affected if they do that. There we go, straight across again to the first lane. Are you going? And there they go, watch. Called it. It's quite a bad section of the motorway for people jumping across last minute. I think that white van's trying to do the same as well. I've seen him coming from the fourth lane, indicating into this lane, and then straight into there. As the white lines start to come a little bit closer. You see it all the time, and after a while you kind of read the roads and you know what some of the drivers are thinking before they actually make the move. You think, right, yep, there you go, you'll go move over in a second, and then off to do it. Over at our depot now, and as you can see, a little bit of a queue. As I pulled in, I could see 2 rigids and 2 Arctics at least in front of me, so I might be here for about 40 minutes or so to get unloaded. Fingers crossed it's not that actual long, 'cause a lot of them don't have full trailers by the looks of it, so it could be a little bit hit and miss. Maybe half hour, get unloaded. It's currently 4:05. And with me getting back to the yard, just gone 4 o'clock on a Tuesday afternoon, I'm more than happy with that. And it looks like I've just got back right in time, because we've got all these other vehicles trying to get in to get unloaded. It's definitely going to be a busy hour or two for the warehouse lads, so all the best guys, you do a great job as it is. And best of all, it actually looks to be quite a nice evening as well. I can't wait for the summers to roll on to get a barbecue on after work. And on that note, I am going to call it a day on the video. So if you did enjoy it, don't forget to hit that like, comment, subscribe. If you've got any questions about the videos or the vlogs or anything about HGV driving in general, let me know down below and I'll try my best to answer them. I do upload Monday to Friday, day in the life of a HGV driver. So if you do enjoy it, do stay tuned and, well, enjoy our little adventures where we're driving around the UK. Have a great day, have a great evening. I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.